We had a gentleman come to our golf school 2 years ago. His name was Briscoe. And through the course of the 2.5 days we were with him, we found out he was a tech entrepreneur, started a couple billion-dollar companies. He enjoyed the school so much, he contacted us when he got back home. He was like, you know, I'm trying to incorporate everything I learned in the school. I think I've created an app. So he basically started a new tech company designed around building an app to help golfers practice better. He came down a few months later, showed us the app. We were blown away. We are going to share that with you today and exactly how it's going to really transform how you practice the game. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. We've got a special call to action in the link, the first pinned comment down below, where it's going to give you 2 free weeks for trying out the app. Just click on that link. It'll take you to get you started. When Briscoe came down, we loved what the app was doing. And since then, we've been helping him develop with all of our gears data for about a year or so now.
Yeah.
We've been helping him kind of refine the data inside the app, combined with his extreme expertise in the tech industry, compared with all the tour data that we've collected, and all the amateur data that we've collected. He has developed an incredible app that will help any golfer serious about their swing improve it.
Yeah, I'm so blown away with this app, not just because we're involved with it, just because I can use it for my own swing, first of all. I know you like...
we were using it well before it became available.
Yeah.
And that's why we're still using it, because it's so good.
And just to be able to give it to a student or turn them onto it after the lesson so they can actually practice with feedback. And what we keep saying is it's almost like having your teacher standing back there watching you hit, say, hey, that was a little inside, that was a little over the top. You get instant feedback, and it allows the learning process to take place so much faster.
Yeah, and it's not an AMG app, meaning the app only works if you swing like an AMG swing, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It will guide you through whatever you're trying to do in your swing. So if you're fans of doing the complete opposite of what we recommend, this app is going to work for you. Whatever your coach wants you to do, this is going to be a great fit for that. So without talking about it any further, let's demonstrate what it does. And Shaun has an issue in his swing. He tends to have an inside takeaway out on the golf course. Now, it's not a way inside takeaway, but it's enough to affect how you hit the ball.
Yeah, and with the app, it's so great. It just gives you an arbitrary scale from 1 to 10. 10 would be way extreme inside, 1 would be slightly inside, you know, in zone, and then outside 1 to 10. So it gives you a zone that you're working inside of.
And the benefit of that is it helps you train your feel, which is probably the coolest thing about this app. It's a feel machine. It will help you train your feel. So we've got the app set up, and I'll put the parameters on the screen while we're talking, but it's got a number of parameters, whether it's over the top, flying elbow, early extension, you name it, coming up, dropping too low, the app's going to help you with this. So we've got it set up for Shaun's takeaway practice, which is how you use it.
Yeah.
I'm going to step out of the way so you have room to swing. And the first thing you're going to notice this app does is it will put you in the proper position in front of the camera, which if that's all it did would be a huge game changer for a lot of golfers.
Yeah, it tells you when you're in the right place
to
hit balls, which we
so
through the hands.
Set up right where you are.
You're not in the middle of the camera. Take a step forward, please.
Okay, so it's telling Shaun just to step forward. A little more, Shaun, because we know it's set up for the front edge of that mat.
Again.
Okay.
Swing
so
when ready.
Go ahead and let the first one go.
Club at takeaway inside by 4.
Okay. Inside takeaway by 4. That's not uncommon, and we've used this on the golf course.
Which is one of my favorite ways to use it.
Yes.
Because you'll be surprised how much your swing changes when you get out in the wild.
That's the beauty of this thing, is it indoors, outdoors, at home in the garage, bedroom, whatever. You don't even have to hit balls with it. But once you have this outside, you are going to see your real swing. So we've seen that out on the golf course.
Yeah, I tend to, overflex my lead wrist a little, gets the club in a little shut, and then that's my problem, right?
Okay, so by feel only,
you
were going to try to change that on this next swing.
Okay, perfect. So I know what I'm trying to feel, a little more outward, a little less flex with the lead wrist, and I'll give it a shot. Okay, I think it's ready to go here.
Good swing.
Okay, so now what did that feel like on a scale of 1 to 10 effort to move that?
Quite a bit. I felt really like more cuppy with my lead wrist and the toe not being so shut down and in. It felt quite a ways out, but, you know, feeling real again, and that's why I love this so much.
Okay, so that was an inside speed swing. I've
Yeah.
seen you swing enough.
Yeah, that's inside.
Outside, it's going to go much faster.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he was in the zone. It just said great swing. Good swing. I gave you a great swing.
Let me give one that's too much.
So let's add some speed to this
Okay.
and see if that same feel still holds up at a faster speed.
And, you know, before I even do that, I'm going to go a little out just to give me exaggeration
Okay.
before I do the full speed one. So here we go again.
Club at takeaway outside by 4.
Okay,
Okay.
so you've completely flipped the coin now. So outside by 4. So you're letting your feels guide you and you're getting feedback for that. A lot of you are going to use this app for the first time and think you're going to make a change, and it's not going to change. We see it in lessons all the time. You've really got to exaggerate some of these feels, but you're going to have a calibration for that feel.
So on a golf course, that's probably what I need to feel. So I'm going to take a cut at this one.
Okay, so we're going to go faster now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to feel that. This would be maybe a
This is
little,
a game speed,
little more towards that.
more of a full swing with that, whatever iron that is.
This is a 7.
Okay.
No, it's a 6. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try to feel that with a little more.
You're not in the middle of the camera. Take a step back, please.
Okay, just back up just a touch.
You're in a good spot again.
There we go.
Swing when ready.
Okay. Much more of a
Clap
game time
at
speed.
takeaway inside by 1.
Oh,
Okay.
almost
so
had it. And I had
more
to feel
speed,
out.
sucked it inside, which happens all the time.
Yeah.
You felt the +4
Yeah.
and it was still inside. So let's calibrate it now for that game time speed.
All right, so I got to go a little more out.
Good swing.
Okay. Now,
It's
if
out feeling for me.
you were doing a normal lesson
Yeah.
and I was like, Shaun, we're out on the golf course. And I was like, Shaun, those last 3 swings inside was too far. Would you feel as much as you needed to at that speed outside?
No, because I wouldn't have believed you.
Right. Well, thanks.
Hey, my best friend, I still don't believe
We are
him.
playing each other, by the way.
Yeah.
No, you're outside, Shaun.
Yeah, exactly.
So this will allow, like you just saw, at game time speed, right? There's practice speed, learning the motion, which is important to go slow. But at game time speed, those feels oftentimes have got to be even more exaggerated because things are going to be moving faster. You're going to have more force involved. Now, I use it when I warm up. I know Shaun does as well. So now he's got a tangible feel that you're going to take to the first tee throughout the course. When you do this day in, day out, you will be amazed at how your feel starts to become real, how you can calibrate what you're doing based on something tangible rather than just, oh, I felt bad that day or I felt quick that day.
I mean, I'm just thinking back over the years. Imagine if I had something like this, you know, even after I took a lesson or even not, just having something on the range to know kind of where my swing is that day, because it's kind of a moving target.
Right.
And you need to calibrate your fields and you go out to play. I can see tour players having this on the range, high handicap.
Anybody serious about their swing will benefit from this.
100%.
So, Briscoe, if you're watching, one heck of a job putting this together. Hope everyone clicks on that link below to get a chance to try this out. I think you'd be really impressed. I know we are.